I think there's going to be some, just some really nice new insight around what is really important when it comes to work and when it comes to career and when it comes to success. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I do know that I'm going to walk out from meeting him today and something, something new will have come to me. So I'm looking forward to discovering that. Hello.
Come on in.
How are you doing? Yeah, it's going to be a nice little chat, just a casual little chat. I've always gotten a lot out of our chats, and I've really appreciated the time you've always taken for me. So that's always meant a lot to me.
All of us, we have to feel that we matter. We have to matter. We cannot just be happy by doing what we're supposed to do. It has to have some inherent meaning to us. And recognizing what people do and being there to acknowledge this. Very often we think about it, but we don't say it. And just because we think about it, we feel we have discharged our obligation to say, thank you very much. That was nice. I appreciate this. It is one of the great needs of people to be acknowledged by the person they're reporting to. And what is easier than giving them space to talk? And the trick is to take some masking tape and close your own mouth and let them talk. 60% they, 70% there, 30% you. And it is painful to be silent. And if you wait long enough, something will come, and this time will be the richer thought, the better segue into something. When I talk to people about sort of the kind of work I do now, I say there are no business issues. There are no business issues. There's only people issues.
Human issue, yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is in business. You follow the trail to where it goes. Comes down to people. I think I'm most proud of that I have left almost no debris behind me. There are no broken relationships, either on the client side or on the group of people who are employed. And that's, again, something that I had not set out to be a goal. It just, in hindsight, is something that I observed. If I were today the age I was then and starting a business now, oh God, I would do a whole lot of things very, very consciously and probably a hell of a lot better. But the whole question of what does this mean in the greater context, and who am I, and what's the role that I'm playing on the human aspect of the equation was really only something that occurred to me much later in life. Are there changes taking place? Yes, there are changes. There are changes. I think leaders I deal with are more conscious about who they are. And maybe the ones I deal with, that is more so because this is also a regular point on the agenda, is who are you? And what story are you telling to yourself? And do you still believe that story or not? You know, if you maybe you need a little, when you look in the mirror, a little cleaning thing there and see your real self. But once you're over this, then the next thing is, what is the story that you are telling your corporation? Because that's what leaders do.
Wow, yeah.
They tell stories. People actually do not follow leaders. They follow the story the leader tells. Is there something happening here that makes me participate in something that is just a touch bigger than me? It has a lot of attraction. But it's a story. It's a dream. It's sitting around the fire and talking of what could be. How can one create the acceptance of a different question? How can we make people begin to doubt themselves a little and what it is that they do? We have come to believe that every company has to grow all the time. You know, we're not questioning this anymore. And who the hell says that we should? You know, and that we actually can, around the whole world, grow every year, everybody growing by 10%, whilst the resources are coming down. Make no sense. Yet, it's a different, it's a difficult shift. The difficulty is to remove oneself out of the existing competitive dog eats dog mentality to we will not likely survive happily if we maintain this, to something that is more shared and cooperatively viewed.
What is your advice to me? I mean, I'm clearly on a journey here, and like I said at the very beginning, part of me is questioning, can I be successful doing this? Can I make a living out of this? Can I support my family doing this? And part of this 2-week journey is about hoping to get some answers there.
Yes, look, you are. I mean, I've watched you now over the last few years when you started, making this switch, and you will succeed if you have the determination, and of course this is all the wisdom we read in every book. But there comes the reality of the river of cash. You know, if you did not have that obligation, then life would already be a little different. But it might be a good thing to have that obligation, because now it puts on some external pressure to persuade people to voluntarily hand over their money.